Hello, and welcome to another episode of Superpowers, the show where you get to experience the extraordinary. And today I've got a great guest and a fun show. My guest is Sheila Gale, and Sheila's here today because of an experience she had around midsummer that moved her towards developing something that I think is extraordinary, and I think is also really important because what it's doing is it's acknowledging where we are now in terms of our awakening and our awakening process here in the third dimension, and it's really starting to tap into something that I think that we don't often acknowledge, which is just the amount of power that we have, through our sending out our love and our intentions. And I'll let Sheila talk more about it, but I don't want it to be a total mystery here. So what she started is it's a project called Global Prayer Partners. And so we will get into what that is all about when we talk to Sheila. And so with that, I would like to say hello to Sheila Gale. Hi, Sheila.
Hi, Karl. So great to see you again. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. It's great to see you too. And I'm so excited about what you're doing because I just feel like that it's something that people can do. Prayer is a very powerful medium and something that everybody has access to immediately, and they can send their prayers and their good thoughts anytime. And so I love that. And so I would love for you to tell our audience how the Global Prayer Partners came about, and sort what the start was. And there was a story that led up to that, and just tell us a little bit about it.
Okay. Well, my 17-year-old daughter became sick all of a sudden. I mean, she just was like in excruciating pain, and we had to rush her to the hospital. They were doing all these tests, but mostly they were trying to manage her pain. It was physical, it was just body aches and headaches and joint aches, but severe. Like they were giving her morphine, and they couldn't figure out what was wrong. So they transported her to UC San Francisco Medical Center in an ambulance, where she spent another 6 days. And it was just so, you can imagine as a parent, so frightening. And teams of doctors came in up there. They're so equipped and qualified. And they all had like these furrowed brows. They could not figure out what was wrong with her with the diagnosis. So on the fourth day, I just was like, God, what can I do? What else can I do? And just then the hit came to reach out to my listeners for my radio show and ask them to pray for her. I had my little laptop. I simply typed out, please pray for my daughter, Natasha. She's in the hospital. That's all I said.
Yeah.
Karl, it was within a minute that these emails started pouring in, streaming in, 1, 10, 100. I literally received over 450 emails of well wishes, prayers, love for my daughter. And as I started reading them to her, I saw the color in her face start coming back and the little bright twinkle in her eyes. And I could see that, something was happening. And within literally 12 hours, she was off all pain meds.
Wow.
And in 24 hours, she was home and thriving. And it was just the most bizarre thing. And as I was assimilating all that happened, it was about a week later that I was completely divinely guided to do a Kickstarter initiative to have a prayer service just like what happened with my daughter, a 24/7 prayer service where anyone, anywhere in the world can request and receive multiple prayers immediately. And, there's hundreds and thousands of prayer circles all over the world doing great work, silent prayer. But the difference with this is when you actually read the emails, it does something different. It just adds a little something else.
Right.
And the other thing is, this isn't just prayers. So this site that we started, globalprayerpartners.com, all we ask is that you have a pure, loving heart. You can be religious or non-religious, spiritual or non-spiritual. We ask for prayers, intentions, or good wishes. So it's for everybody. And so we started that, and we launched it on 4th of July.
Right.
And it is just growing like gangbusters. It's so exciting what's happening.
Right. That's wonderful. Now tell me a little Okay, so you did the Kickstarter and you kind of created some awareness about it. Tell people a little how it works then. Like, say for example, I had a situation where I wanted to ask for prayer for someone. How would I do that? How would that work?
So you just go to globalprayerpartners.com.
Okay.
It's a beautiful site, and it's very simple. It says request a prayer.
Mm-hmm.
You just hit that button, and all we ask is for the person's first name, their approximate age, the city and country that they're in, and
Right.
a little bit about what's going on. And then we
Yes.
send it to over 150 and growing prayer partners, and we always need more from
Yeah.
4 corners of the world. And we're answering about 20 to 30 prayers a day now. And the testimonials, Karl, are just amazing. We don't ask people to write
Mm-hmm.
testimonials,
Right.
but I have lists of them on the site, and I
Yeah.
can share some with you in a little bit if you like. But it's people are feeling the effects of it. And my
Right.
whole thought, as you know, and I know, when we come together as a collective and we focus our intention, we
Yeah.
can move mountains. We can really make a difference on the planet. And that's
Yeah.
why so many light workers that are watching this now and people that want to make a difference, this is a way you can do it right from where you are. And what's so great is that I find this is like what I rush to do first every day. I want to answer prayers. I can't tell you how much I love it. Just even if it's a couple words, and you just every time you give, you receive. You're receiving the prayer. Like your
Right.
life starts working better. Everything starts getting easier. So it's actually, it's just a win-win-win.
Yes.
And it's just so wonderful to be helping so many people that are in so much pain and suffering. And our mission is to help alleviate, of course, all the pain and suffering on the planet.
Yeah.
With people, animals, and all of God's plants and animals.
Oh, I think it's beautiful. I really do. And it came to you in such an organic way. And I think that's pretty wonderful because you got a chance to, put out a call for help and prayers, and it came in, and you got to see the results from it. And that's amazing.
And so, I want to tell you that. So right after that, my friend Celeste, who lives in Hawaii, has a 40-year-old daughter who was having a rare brain tumor removed in 2 days. And she sent me an email like, oh my gosh, let's get her on. I sent it to my listeners again before I started the prayer service.
Right.
And again, she received over 300 prayers. And she said to me that she wept from 10 a.m. to noon. She just couldn't stop crying. She was so complete strangers sending her as the mother and her daughter so much love and healing prayers and healing light. And her daughter just got through that surgery just beautifully. She's on living her life. Everything's great. And they both attribute a lot of that to these prayers that they got.
Right. Well, that's awesome. And I love, just hearing, kind of story after story about how the positive impact from it. Let me ask you this now. Let's say that I had made a request for prayers. Then what happens? So is the site itself sort of like the distribution center, and somebody would go to the site and the emails would get sent there, and that's where they would see them and receive them? Is that how it works?
When they request a prayer, it goes to our main team captain, and he sends them out to the different prayer teams. And so, and then we send them out. But each person sends them out from their own personal email address. So they're getting emails from, dozens and dozens of different people.
Right.
And what's so great is that they're all just so different. And some are really short and to the point. Some are beautiful prayers.
Mm-hmm.
Some are Reiki healings, and there's a lot of energy healings. And we always ask people, would you like us to pray for you? And if they say yes, then we put them on. And it's really interesting because the healing actually begins kind of when they first ask for prayer, when they ask for help.
Yes.
But it's just so wonderful to see more and more of these people. Can I read a couple to you?
Yeah, I would love to hear some. Uh-huh.
Okay. So here's one this just came in the other day. Thank you. I am feeling all the love that has been sent to me. I'm feeling wonderful. After Saturday, I can resume all activities of daily living according to my doctor. Whoopee, I'm enjoying the light and the love. Be blessed angels of the Most High. And that is from Rosie. And then here's a woman with broken neck in poverty and alone. God, how I love you all. I received many letters tonight. Just open them. I'm crying for joy. This is so awesome. Oh, how grateful I am for the prayer warriors. Just astounded at how quickly y'all came together to help me. I love you all so much, in appreciation. And that's Wanda in Texas.
Right.
And they go on and on. And some people, you know, some people are actually terminal. And we send them, we don't send, you know, tell people you're going to heal from this, but we send them healing, love, and light.
Yes.
Send them just love. One man who was 4th stage pancreatic cancer, but just really had given up on everything. And he and his wife is so sweet. And she was asked if we would pray for him. So we prayed for Bob, who, by the way, had been a neurosurgeon his whole life. She said that when they read that testimonials to him, it was almost like the whole room lit up. And there was just this light, and there was just this softness and this look on his face. And is he still in pain? Yes. Physically, he's still challenged. He's 4th stage pancreatic cancer, but his whole attitude has changed.
Yes.
He's now back on his computer writing like he wanted to. So there's a lot of subtle changes, and then some really profound changes for people.
Right. Well, what I love about this too is it puts people in touch with the incredible power we actually have as, you know, as creators, as healers, as you know, that we send that energy out, you know, and it doesn't just go out and dissipate into nothing. It's really going out there, you know, with purpose and you know, following an intention and, you know, bringing positive results. And it's an easy thing to lose track of because we get very consumed by the third dimensional perceptions we have. And it's very easy to think that what I see, what I hear, what I taste, what I smell, what I touch, that's what's real. And we forget how very real this is and how very powerful it is, and something that that we would all benefit from employing every day.
Yes, I think that there's more reality in the invisible world than in this third dimensional world that we see.
Yes.
But also, and I just also wanted to mention that that we have a monthly group healing call. We do it the first Monday of each month, and that was just a couple days ago. It went phenomenal. We had hundreds of people on the call, and in that 1 hour, you receive the most powerful healing energies, because a lot of people that are prayer partners that have come to this site, this is a really sacred sanctuary. There are no egos allowed here. You won't see anybody's name on this site. We are a family. We are a community. We're coming together collectively to help, you know, change the planet, to you know, bring it back to what we know is possible. So that call is really great, that group call every Monday. If anybody, you know, would like to be in on that call and receive these, it was really built on just pure love. And I think you'll feel that when you go there. So it's a place where you can request a prayer. You can request to be a prayer partner. And all that means is that we ask you to answer from 1 to 3 prayers a week, which is actually such a joy. You probably want to, you know, do a lot more.
Right.
But and then also, you know, we are donation only, so we always need funds to kind of keep us going. I never bring it up, but I just thought I would this time.
Well, yeah, and I wanted to bring that up. I want to just put a pin in that thought for 1 second and go back to the Monday call. So how do people find that? Is that something that's on the website, and do you sign up for it, or do you just join the call? How does that work?
You can just join the call, and if you click on our community, and then there's a drop down, and it's called the Circle of Love. And if you go there now, you can listen to the call, and you will receive those healing energies right now, whether you listen to the replay or listen live. So it's a great call, and each week I have a surprise special guest. And we've had 2 phenomenal guests. I can tell you who they are now because it's over. We had Paul Luftenegger on our first call.
Oh, great. Nice.
Teleseminar host and a great life practitioner. She studied with Michael Beck with Adelaide O'Dunton. And have some really special ones coming up in November, December. So, yeah,
That's wonderful.
Yes, it is wonderful. It is, because just imagine, like when we were on the call, some of we have people typing questions or comments, and what's going on at this time right now is a huge migration from Syria and Iraq, and those precious people that have nothing but the clothes on their back. Someone said, can we just send them out love? And we don't talk about anything negative, but we just send love and light. And we just took a few minutes and just sent it to all those hundreds of thousands of people and to the whole Middle East region. So we love to do that, and we want to do more of that as well. So.
Right. It's unlimited what you could do and how you could focus, positive, loving energy in order to assist and bring about some kind of positive transformation.
And what's great? It's like the people that are finding us are supposed to find us. And the quality of these people, and I'm just blown away at who some of these people are. And, their whole life is just about giving and serving. And for me, and you too, I'm sure, what could be better than giving or helping people and serving?
Right.
I know that's what you guys are about. That's why you're doing Streaming for the Soul. I think it's wonderful. So we all have our little part to do. But this way, really, there's such a sense of community. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
It's wonderful to be on the site. I really want you to check out the site.
Awesome. And I want people to check it out too. And I want them to be involved with it and really, participate and give relief and receive relief.
And you'll love it. You'll absolutely love it. It's just, it just is like, does your body good, does your life good.
Yeah, it really does. So let's now go back to the program itself. And obviously, you need somebody who is managing the website for you, and you need somebody who's attending to emails, and those things do cost money because, as much as we all are in service and wanting to be in service, we also still need to put food on the table and pay our rent and those kinds of things. And and most of the people who are stepping forward right now are not independently wealthy doing this. So it's great to have a little help. And you mentioned donations. So how does that happen? Is there a place on the site they can donate? Is that Kickstarter still going? Or
Oh, no, the Kickstarter is complete.
Okay.
It's interesting. We raised about $6,000, and we had spent about $3,000 on PR and other stuff. So we literally only had $2,000 to build the site. And Karl, I have to tell you, I have never been so divinely guided in anything that I'm so sure in my life that I'm supposed to do. I was like leaving my regular job going, God, are you kidding me? I can't, this is too much for me. And I would get, just do it. And then I'd say things like, well, what do I need to do today? And I'd get the message, just let go. So I'd go to the movie. But every single way I was guided, there was just no doubt. And then it was kind of starting to fall apart. I only had $2,000. I don't know how to build a website. And by the grace of God, a prayer angel from Australia came to my rescue. He's now my partner in this, and he built this most beautiful site in Australia. And he wants to remain anonymous, which I totally respect. But he has just been the greatest gift for me and for everybody. Because this is really, yes, it was my idea. Was it my idea? No. It happened to my daughter. It's actually, Natasha said, she's 18 now, she's like, glad to take one for the team, Mom. It was her, and then the idea came to me. But everybody is a part of it, and nobody's better than anybody or more important than anybody. Every single prayer partner, everybody that asks for prayers, we are all just equally, sending love and energy, and it's everybody's website. I want everybody to feel it's their little sanctuary to go to.
Right. That's beautiful. So if people go to the website, there are Monday night calls they can sign up for. They can make prayer requests, and there's also a place where if they're feeling moved to do it, that they could donate to help keep this going.
And they could also become a prayer partner if they like.
Right. That's great. Wonderful.
Yeah.
You know, it's another thing that I love about this. I had read a study a long time ago, and I didn't ever actually verify it, but what I read in the study was a control group of people that were not being prayed for, and these were patients in a hospital, and then there was a group of patients that was being prayed for. And then also, and they talked to the ones that were being prayed for, they let them know that prayers were coming for them. And then the other part of that group, they didn't let them know at all. They never said anything about it. And what they found was that the people who had prayers coming in got well faster and did better and just went through what they were going through far more easily than the ones that were not receiving the prayers. But the other thing that they found was that the ones who had no idea the prayers were coming for them, they also benefited. So there was no placebo thing going on, right? And they found, too, that 100% of them that were being prayed for benefited.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
You know, there are so many studies. Lynn McTaggart has done some very thorough tests with doctors and scientists called the intention experiment. And the same thing happened. They had 100 people silently praying for a group of people. And it's all written on our website, so I don't want to misquote her, but everybody had results.
Yeah.
And, you know, I also like to mention that on 9/11, on a 9/11, 9/12, and 9/13, the electromagnetic field was altered, and it was measured by NOAA, the National Oceanic Association, and also by HeartMath. They have instruments. They spiked on those 3 days because of all the love and compassion that went out. So we can move. We can change the world. We really can. Think if everybody stopped for 5 seconds, and just imagined world peace.
Yeah.
We would have world peace like that.
Right.
So the more that we come together collectively, focus our prayers, intentions for good, sending love and light, we can make a huge difference. And I just want to just bring as many people as we can, because we need you. That's how we're going to move forward into this beautiful human evolution and get out of this third dimensional rat race.
Yeah. Well, and you know, it's really fun because when you do things like this and you see the results happening and you see A, how easy it is, and B, how quickly results show up, you go, oh, I want more of this, and I want more people involved, and I want everybody to participate in this way. And you know, it's just really exciting.
It is, and I really got the information to really not have it be just prayers, because I know that prayer sometimes is a real trigger word for some people.
Right.
So that's why we added intentions and good wishes. Sure. I mean, just as if, you know, I mean, I know an atheist who's one of the nicest people I've ever met, would do anything for anybody, is always there to give, just doesn't happen to believe in a higher power. But he's got a pure heart and a loving heart. So all we ask is loving hearts, leave your egos at the door, and only speak kind words when you're in our home. And it's your home too, by the way.
Yeah. Well, yes, and that's an important point. And I think a lot of people, we just don't realize that we are literally transmitters. And, you know, we wake up every morning with a choice. Am I going to choose love or am I going to choose fear? And we have the ability on a daily basis to just be transmitting and radiating love. And we can do that all day long. And you don't have to believe in a higher power to do that. You can just think wonderful things about your family, about your dog, about, you know, how much you love nature, about, you know, great, exciting experiences. Tap into that, radiate that out. You know, and so I'm glad you're doing it that way, because yeah, for people there are still, you know, kind of trigger words and that kind of thing.
Include everybody.
Yeah, I love that. Well, Sheila, this is exciting, and I love how quickly it's come about and how quickly it's growing, and so I'm happy to be able to, you know, to introduce our audience to it too, and just keep it moving forward, because it's wonderful. Yeah.
Just I really want people to just go there and check it out, and just like, it's just so. I mean, when I first saw the site, I cried for about a good solid half hour. I was just never would have ever known to do something like this. And it was just done with such, I mean, really, with only love allowed in. And I want you to read our community, like who we are. And I think that you'll resonate, people will resonate that you belong there. We are just
Right.
one big loving family, and we are coming together in this lifetime because we're not doing it alone anymore. It's all about collaborating now, as
That's
you
right.
and I are doing, because
Yeah.
we know that too.
Yep.
And so we're all in this together, doing the part that we have, and it's wonderful. We will make a difference together.
Yes, we will. All right. Well, bless your heart. Thank you so much for sharing this with us and for being here. And I know that our Streaming for the Soul audience is going to love this, and they will tap into it. So
Thank you, Karl.
yeah, it's great to know this, Sarah. So, all right.
All
Very
right.
good. And keep us surprised. Let us know how it's going.
I will.
All right.
Lots of love to your listeners and viewers. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye-bye. And that's Sheila Gale and her Global Prayer Partners. And if you want to go to the website, you can find that here at globalprayerpartners.com. And so many things you can do. You can request a prayer. You can send prayers. You can go be part of the Monday night community prayer groups, which sounds wonderful. And also, if you feel moved, you can donate and help keep this going. But this is something that is growing quickly, and it's also benefiting people tremendously. And I encourage you to go and read the testimonials, and then you can see what has happened in a very, very short time. Because as Sheila told us, this started really back in July. So check it out, globalprayerpartners.com. And thank you for watching us here on Streaming for the Soul. And if you like these shows, please remember to subscribe. We like being able to have you all here and have you be able to participate in things like this, so that the doors of possibility open for everyone, and that we reminding ourselves and reminding everyone that we are indeed very powerful beings and creators here in this third dimensional realm. And this is a wonderful way that you can apply some of those abilities that you don't even realize sometimes that you have. So sending out your love, sending out your positive wishes, and giving people relief that are really seeking it. So thank you for being here. And we will look for you on the next Superpowers episode. And until then, go out and experience the extraordinary.